Hello perfume lovers, let's talk about MAISON FRANCIS KURKDJIAN. I don't have every single fragrance, but I have quite a lot of them, and in this video we'll go through the most iconic fragrances, except Aqua collection. This one I want to keep for a separate video because I'm a big fan of the whole Aqua collection, so next week we will talk about those. Our first fragrance will be Petit Matin, which means a small morning. It's still morning here, so let's begin with this one. I imagine myself in a coastal hotel in summer in Europe. You open the windows, you have a sea view, a beautiful sunrise. You come back to the bed and fall into this clean bedding, crisp sheets, fluffy pillows. That's a feeling. Your skin is fragranced with the orange blossom lotion from the day before. You wake up lazily and you anticipate a nice, careless vacation day. Very bright, very careless fragrance, and actually very, very nice. It brings a very good mood, but at the same time there is nothing too extraordinary, groundbreaking in this fragrance, just a nice, clean orange blossom creation. I'm not the biggest fan of orange blossom. I personally find it a little bit boring when it's so prominent like a solo orange blossom. Yet I find the fragrance very pleasant. Especially I'm not attracted to orange blossom in winter. I like citruses, juicy citruses in winter. But orange blossom. The other notes in this fragrance: lavender, musk, ambroxan, asperidic notes. And also the vibe I get from this fragrance is very relaxed, vacation-like, not the most suitable for office in my opinion. It's just very careless, very relaxing scent. So verdict to this fragrance: it's very good, very nice creation, very balanced, but I don't think I need it, so I think I'm gonna skip. After Petit Matin, let's go straight to Grand Soir, the grand evening, the big evening. I have it applied already. I was revisiting it this morning to refresh it in my memory. Honestly, I think it's one of my most favorite creations from the house. It's an amber. It's such a beautiful amber that I want to associate myself with, I want to be with, I want to have memorable moments with this amber. It's a very special fragrance, and it made me interested in amber in general. This is one of the scents I can call a masterpiece. It smells very precious, very expensive. It's a statement piece. It's so powerful, noticeable, very impressive, and honestly, it's such a talented creation from Francis KURKDJIAN, from the perfumer. When I first tried it, I was like, wow, what a fragrance. Addictive. It's like a Hollywood star among fragrances. KURKDJIAN's samples are pretty big. There's quite a lot of fragrance in them, and I'm almost running out of my sample. I've been wearing it occasionally, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm considering getting a small bottle. I know that I'm not going to use it often, but it's such a nice reference to have in my collection. For me, it's like the amber, that amber. It's very warm, deep, with spicy notes. It's really precious and very strong, very noticeable fragrance. For me, it's definitely an evening choice. Tonka bean, vanilla, benzoin, labdanum, best accessories for the evening outfit. Done in such a delicious, elegant, memorable way. Not only it's a statement piece, but it's also very confident, very grounding. The notes here are heavy, smooth, very enveloping. It's a great unisex fragrance that I cannot stop smelling. I can definitely recommend it for a test, and I think it's an experience worth having. It's a very nice reference for an amber. I really love the tempo of my today's video, so let's cheerfully move forward. We have Oud Satin Mood and Oud Silk Mood. Let's start with the satin. Rich, deep, very passionate rose and oud duet. Oh, it smells very thick, very raw. I can almost imagine touching this scent, like it has body, flesh. I think I would call it Oud Velvet Mood. Because satin, it's still a smooth type of fabric, right? It's kind of smooth on the surface. And I think that velvet would represent the texture of the scent much better. Velvety, a bit fuzzy, heavyweight, enveloping texture. Oud here is very friendly, very tame. It has cold feeling and very cleaned up, tidy look. Next to it we have luxurious big rose, heavy rosy scent. In the base we have vanilla, benzoin, touch of powdery notes. I would imagine it to be more appropriate for the evening, for a special occasion scent, especially with velvet dress or velvet suit. I love to compare scents to colors, so for me that would be a darker rose gold, a bit patinated even. It's not too agey in my opinion, it speaks in a smooth, low voice, and I would classify it as unisex fragrance leaning more feminine. What place would it take in my collection? Probably it won't take any place because I find it too heavy for the daily use and for the evening wear. I would rather have something spicy or vanillic or sandalwood. Grand SOIR can be a good choice for me for the evening. And honestly, I find it a little bit suffocating. Every spray of this fragrance feels like 3 kg of velvet. Otherwise, it's very, very appealing fragrance. I will keep using it, experimenting with it. After Satin Mood, let's go straight to Oud Silk Mood. I can't say that Oud Silk Mood and Satin Mood have a lot in common. In my opinion, they are very far from each other. The mood, the nature of those two is pretty different. And the notes are different. Here we have bergamot, lighter florals, and lighter interpretation of oud together with gaiac wood. Silky as a texture descriptor seems pretty appropriate here, and it's a very lightweight, flowing scent. The wood is not very noticeable here, and in my opinion it's more like woody floral profile. Yeah, I would consider it as a fresh, woody floral. I love oud and gaiac wood here. It has a smoky edge and overall fresh air feel. It makes the scent fly, very light. Despite being a floral, it still stays unisex, neutral, and I would consider it as a daily scent, like a nice everyday scent, but with a luxury touch. Overall, I feel like Oud Silk Mood is extremely underrated. It doesn't get as much attention as its friend Satin Mood does, but choosing between those two, I would definitely go for Oud Silk Mood. It works for me, it's appealing, it's understandable, and it's endlessly beautiful. As a woody rose, I can highly recommend this fragrance. I got the sample recently, I bought it from official website, and I will continue using it to see if my love for Oud Silk Mood grows even bigger. We are approaching probably the most famous fragrance from this brand, Baccarat Rouge 540. I have both versions, Eau de Parfum and Extrait de Parfum. Let's talk about them together because in my opinion they are very, very similar. Legendary Baccarat Rouge 540. It divides opinions. Some people think that it smells like hospital, like dentist office. The other category of people consider it as a sweet, like a burnt sugar, very appealing, delicious scent. I understand both of them, but personally I get more of this roasted sugar, crystal, sweet kind of scent, especially from the Extrait version. For me it's a beautiful, crispy, sweet, invigorating scent. It really reminds me crystal glass. I would put it even in the category of somewhat clean scents, because being so sweet, it doesn't feel sticky. Okay, maybe not clean, but clear, like a transparent glass, so crispy, so radiant, so bright. It is indeed inspired by the crystal, and it was created to celebrate Baccarat glass manufacturer 250th birthday. I'm very inspired by the way Francis Kurkdjian works with texture and fragrances, silk, glass, gold, not only for his own brands, for many other collaborations that he did, and he did a ton of them. Coming back to Baccarat Rouge, in my opinion, it's a very good scent that appeals to so many people, and it is truly groundbreaking. No other scent has that many dupes and copies. But the problem and the reason why I don't want to have a bottle of this is its nuclear sillage and projection. I used to go to a gym that had 3 floors, and every time a proud Baccarat Rouge owner comes to the gym, I can smell it through the whole building, all 3 floors. Is it a good thing? I don't think so. Another reason I don't want to have this fragrance is that it's overused, it's too recognizable. But honestly, I appreciate the beauty of this sugary, woody compositions. It's one of the kind, used to be one of the kind. When I spray myself with Baccarat Rouge, it is usually weekend, hoodie and leggings outfit, very relaxed attitude, no plans. For me, that's the vibe of the Baccarat Rouge. Not very popular opinion, because I know that many people consider it as an evening scent. Between those 2 versions, I choose X-Ray. Our next fragrance is Gentle Fluidity Gold. Another pretty popular scent from MFK that I didn't get along with. The reason is that it is very heavy on a musky note. The musk is so big here, and I find it personally very suffocating. It opens up with very pleasant notes that my brain recognizes as cherry, fruity notes, cherry, pears, musky notes, vanilla, but it stays on my skin as a very heavy vanillic musk. Official notes mentioned nutmeg, vanilla, juniper berries, amberwood, coriander seed, musk. Obviously, cherries and pears are a product of my own imagination. It is marketed as an unisex fragrance, but in my personal opinion, it would appeal more to a younger woman. It has very gentle, sensual, feminine personality, and I really love the vibe, but I don't like the scent. I don't feel myself with the Gentle Fluidity Gold. I feel like it has its own body, its own skin, and it is trying to replace me. I like when the scent complements me, when it adds an accent to myself without overpowering me and my own chemistry. So yeah, it's very thick, musky, very warm scent that can be a dream scent of many people, but it simply didn't fit me and my chemistry. Next scent is called À la Rose. Here we have a rose, not bad at all, very lush, blooming, very beautiful rose. In my opinion, very feminine and very classic. I feel like contemporary roses, they tend to go either lighter way, more watery, more aquatic, younger rose, like Baccarat young rose, or they tend to go the other way, spicier, deeper, like Radical Rose from Matière Première, for example. À la Rose from Kurkdjian is right in the middle. It's neither fresh nor heavy. It reminds me feminine designer scents from Zeros, and it brings me very nostalgic feeling about that. Something about this fruity floral scent brings to my memory Lanvin fragrances. Rose is one of my most favorite perfume ingredients. It is maybe in the top 5 of my favorite notes, but at the moment I prefer more aromatic, more naturalistic roses, like a rose shot from Olfactive Studio. That's my #1 rose at the moment. But I give a big like to À la Rose just because it's so classic, so timeless, and so well done. It's non-offensive. It doesn't smell like soap or grandmother's clothes. It's neutral and classic in a best possible way. It has some fruity nuances. Fragrantica says bergamot orange, but official website gives us sweet peas. So yeah, it has this fruity floral spark in the beginning, but in the base it's somewhat powdery. It has a note of violet and very musky. I would love to try Homme à la Rose, the one marketed for men. I checked the notes and I think I might enjoy it. A few more fragrances left. Next one is AMYRIS pour Femme. Very well done, very nice creation, but I would skip it at least for now. Maybe I'm just not in a mood for such obvious lush florals in this particular moment, because in winter I'm always so cold, so uncomfortable, dry skin, dry nose. I'm gravitating towards warmer, spicier scents, or aquatic scents even, but not towards florals. But still, AMYRIS deserves attention. It's a sunny floral breeze. It feels like spring in the air. Sweet, bright floral. The notes include jasmine, AMYRIS, pear, mandarin blossom, iris. What I especially love about this fragrance is that it only gives good vibes, natural feel, nothing artificial. It's just an essence of petals. Maybe because I have an extra version, it feels very rich, very diffusive, very intense. When I was preparing for this video, I wasn't in the mood for this fragrance. It felt too springy for me. But now when I smell it, I feel like I really like it. Very good vibes. I will come back to it soon. There is something. There is definitely something. The last fragrance for this video, 724 Eau de Parfum. One of the most recent fragrances from the brand. In my next video, I will talk about Aqua collection from Francis Kurkdjian, and among Aqua fragrances, there is Aqua Universalis. So in my opinion, the new fragrance 724 and Aqua Universalis, they are 80% similar. They both smell clean, floral, fresh, crisp. I prefer Aqua Universalis and I got a bottle. Aqua Universalis is that perfect golden ratio of ingredients that smells very clean, but also very soft and very skin-like. 724 is a little bit too sharp. It is much closer to detergent, like the laundry detergent, and it is also a little bit sweeter. Okay, if Aqua Universalis didn't exist, I would consider getting a bottle of this particular fragrance. I still like the DNA, I still like the vibe. Aqua Universalis is asperidic musky, while 724 is strongly aldehydic musky, very clean smelling. The first impression, the first spritz of the fragrance, it's like putting your face in a clean laundry. But when it opens, it starts to show different floral facets, some citrusy notes, woody notes, there is sandalwood. It lasts quite okay, quite long on my skin, but I would still consider refreshing it during the day. Overall, it's a very good scent for daily use, for leisure time if you wish, after the gym, after the shower, perfect. It really makes me feel very clean. And I just really love how Francis Kurkdjian and his team work on this scent profile, the clean white t-shirt scents. The whole Aqua collection is one of the best in such category. The separate video about Aqua collection will come very soon. Those scents, they really changed my opinion, my attitude towards clean t-shirt profile. Few more words about 724. I think that the color they have chosen for the fragrance is so accurate, totally correct. This is really how I feel about this fragrance, this classic blue, sky blue, very clean blue. So those were all fragrances I have here, except for the Aqua collection. I can say I'm very inspired by the professionalism of this perfumer, by the beauty, the diversity of the fragrances in this house. I think It's really one of the brands to try. Anyone can find something in this brand. If you have tried any of the MAISON FRANCIS KURKDJIAN fragrances, tell me which one you love. How many bottles do you have? That's the end of the video. I wish you a very good day. Goodbye.